Hello everyone, we are Group 1 from AM110 QAMP3 and today we will be presenting our group assessment for Business Mathematics MAT112 with the topic focused on compound interest and annuity. Our group members are Melisi Robena Anatwa, Rifika Anatong, Nur Azirah binti Salim, and Razola Anakiros. Let's begin with question 1, compound interest. Question 1, 20 marks. At the age of 21 years old, Karo Amin received a total saving of 21,000 ringgit education scheme from his parents. After spending 10% of the money, he plans to invest the money in an investment scheme for 14 years. He has two options to consider. The first one is the public communal. For the first 8 years, public communal offer interest at 4.2%, compounded every 3 months. For the next 6 years, public communal offer interest at 3.2%, interest compounded every 2 months. For the second scheme, AST Berhad, first 8 years, AST Berhad offer interest at 3.8% compounded every month. While for the next 6 years, AST Berhad offer interest at 3.5% compounded every 4 months. From the above scheme, determine A. The balance of the money for the investment. First, Karo Amin saved 21,000 ringgit and he spent 10%, which is 2,100 ringgit, leaving him with 18,900 ringgit to invest. Question B. The total amount of money he will receive at the end of 14 years for each scheme. For this question, we will use the formula S equal P, bracket 1 plus K over M, close bracket out of MT. So, for the public communal, it's 4.2% equal to 0.042 is the K, compounded every 3 months equal to 4 is the M, and the first 8 years equal to T. So, S equal 1,800 in bracket 1 plus 0.042 over 4, close bracket, power of 4 times 8. So the total is Rm 26,401 ringgit and 22 cents. For the next 6 years, which is 3.2% equal to 0.032 equal to the K, compounded every 2 months equal to 6 is the M, and for the next 6 years is the T. So S equal 26,401 and 22 in bracket 1 plus 0.032 over 6, close bracket, power of 6 times 6 equal to 31,972 ringgit and 26 cents.
Okay, now it's my turn for the question B. The total amount of money he will receive at the end of 14 years for each scheme ST Berhad. The formula is S equal to P bracket 1 plus K over M bracket MT. For first 8 years, 3.8 equal to 0.038 rate, compounded every month, 12 months. First 8 years, substitute the amount equal to 25,602.28, and then for the 6 years after that, the rate is 3.5% equal to 0.035 compounded frequency, and then for 6 years after substitute amount equal to 31,546.60. Okay, now to the question C. The total amount of interest that Karo Amin will earn for each scheme. Public, after substitute amount, the interest earned is 13,073.26, and then for AST Berhad, he will earn 12,646.60. And the last is question D. Which scheme should Karo Amin choose for his investment, and then give the reason for your answer. Khairul Amin should choose public communal scheme because it has higher return in investment as much as RM 31,973.26 comparing to AST Berhad scheme.
Thank you, my fellow friends. Now it's my turn to explain about question 2. Benjamin starts his first job at company XYZ and he is determined to save for his future. He is considering the 2 investment options shown in table 1, which is, for option A, he is offered 3.8% compounded quarterly with an amount of 380 ringgit. Meanwhile, for option B, he is offered 3.6% compounded every 2 months of the amount of 350 ringgit. After working and investing consistently, Benjamin decided to buy a second-hand apartment priced at RM 240,000 ringgit. he paid 10% as a down payment and paid the remaining amount through a house loan from Mesra Bank Berhad, offering 3.9% compounded monthly for 25 years. For option A, S is 24,000, nominal rate K 3.8%, for periodic payment R 380, and compounding frequency, which is bi-quarterly, which equal to 4. We substitute the value into the formula used, which is 24,000 equal to 380 in the bracket, and the small bracket 1 plus 0.038 over 4, close the bracket, to the power of 4 times x, which x represent the time, minus 1 over 0.038 over 4, and close the bracket, which give us the answer of x, which represent the time of 12 years. Meanwhile, for option B, for S is 24,000, for nominal rate K is 3.6%, for periodic payment R is 350, and for compounding frequency, which is every 2 months, which equal to 6. We substitute the value into the formula, which is 24,000 equal to 350, opening the bracket, and the small bracket, plus 0.036 over 6, closing the bracket, to the power of 6 minus x, which x represent the t, which is time, minus 1 over 0.036 over 6, closing the bracket, which we get t equal to 10 years. For this question, Benjamin should choose option B, which he have the shortest time to accumulate the down payment. For question 2B, calculate the monthly payment for the house loan. For this question, we will use the formula of present value. To find the present value, we have to determine the value of A. So for value of A, the price of the apartment minus with the deposit given by Benjamin. So the value of A is 216,000 ringgit. For nominal rate, it's 3.9%, and M, the compounding frequency is 12, and time given is 25 years. So we will substitute the value into the formula given. 216,000 equal to R in the bracket 1 minus in the bracket 1 plus 0.039 over 12, closing the bracket, to the power of negative 12 times 25 over 0.039 over 12, closing the bracket, which we get the value of R for 1,128 ringgit 23 cent. For question 2C, calculate the total interest charge for the house loan. So the formula used is I equal to RMT minus A. R is the periodic payment, M is the compounding frequency, T is the time, and A is the present value. So we substitute the value inside the formula. I equal to 1,128.23 times 12 times 5 minus 216,000, which interest is equal to 122,469,000 ringgit.
For question D, Benjamin failed to pay his house loan for the 3 consecutive months due to financial constraints. How much he should pay on the 4th payment to settle all the outstanding areas? So for this question, we'll be using T is equal to 4 over 12 since it is the 4th payment to settle all the outstanding areas. So we'll be using formula future value, which is S, then we'll be inserting all the details and we'll get 4,534 ringgit and 97 cents. For question E, if Benjamin wants to settle the house loan after paying for 20 years, calculate the amount he needs to pay. So the total years for the house loan is 25 years, then we'll be minus by 20 years, then we'll get 5 years balance for the Benjamin to settle down the house loan. So we'll be using formula for present value, which is A, then we'll insert all the details, then we'll get 61,412 ringgit and 21 cents.